Hi, my name is Abby Aguiar, and this is your Current Events Weekly Update. To start off today's program, we are brought to Middleborough, Massachusetts, where 5 college students were tragically killed in a wrong-way accident.
Early Monday morning on Route 495, 4 college students were killed while they were going back to school after their weekend when a 31-year-old woman was traveling in the wrong lane. She struck the students head-on, which caused the student's car to engulf in flames. The woman was pronounced dead at the scene, and the 3 out of 4 students have been identified thus far. The students were identified as Jordan Galvin Jutras, who is 19 years old, Craig A. Diggs, who is 20 years old, and Jordan Fisher, who is 19 years old.
Next, we look at Massachusetts' new voting options.
This year's presidential election will be the first election in which voters are allowed to submit their votes up to 2 weeks prior to Election Day. Voters have the option to partake in early voting, or they can just vote on the actual election date. This early voting began on October 24th and will end on November 4th.
Now we will look at the strange story of Ruben Semo in Atlanta, Georgia.
Ruben Sema is a high school sophomore who recently has been suffering from a concussion caused by soccer. After being kicked in the head, Ruben ended up in a coma, although he fortunately woke up and he is doing much better. However, the real question is, how is that Ruben woke up with the ability to fluently speak Spanish? The answer, foreign accent syndrome. Before the coma, Ruben could speak some Spanish, but his first and fluent language was English. Slowly but surely, his English is coming back and he is noticing his Spanish fluency to be deteriorating.
Next, we are headed to Dallas, Texas, where Nina Pham, a nurse, settled a pending lawsuit against her employer due to her contraction of Ebola after treating a patient. Pham sued Texas Health Resources in March of 2015 because they failed to properly prepare her to care for the patient. Pham fell ill after contracting Ebola in October of 2014 due to the lack of protection while treating her patient. She treated him after he came back to Dallas from Liberia. She was told that she had no chance of contracting the illness after being given a gown, mask, gloves, and shield. Pham also claimed that her privacy was violated when the hospital publicly shared details of her sickness. Next, we are headed to Haiti to take a look at a group of inmates who escaped from a prison.
After a violent riot at a Haitian prison, 147 inmates escaped from their prison and even managed to kill one of the guards while rioting. The escape occurred on Saturday, October 22nd from a facility, according to the National Police spokesperson Gary Desirez. The Prime Minister's office released a statement saying that the escape was led by a group of heavily armed individuals, but it is still unclear as to who these individuals are.
To wrap up today's show, we will head to Wisconsin, where Carla Fitzgerald found an unusual companion at her local flea market. Carla suffers from PTSD due to a traumatic accident she was involved in. Lucky for her, she found Daniel the duck. Carla claims that if it wasn't for Daniel, she'd be unable to leave her house, and he can even tell when she is about to have a PTSD moment. Daniel travels everywhere with Carla, whether it's by car or even by plane. Carla says Daniel gives her the confidence she needs to help her get through the day. I don't know about you, but I'd be pretty hesitant to live with a duck. What'll Carla do if Daniel wakes her up at the quack of dawn? It might put a little ruffle in her feathers, but at least she will get over it when Daniel finds a way to quack her up. Thanks for watching. I'm Abby Aguiar, and this was your Current Events Weekly Update. Next, we are headed to Dallas, Texas, where Nina Pham, a nurse, settled...
Wait, I gotta finish my man. Hold on. From a facility, according to the National Police spokesperson Gary
Yeah.
Go.
Wait.